Sonya Massey, someone from Illinois, an unarmed black woman, was shot the other day in her home by a deputy sheriff. The deputy has since been charged with murder. You've said police would get immunity from prosecution if you win. Why should someone like that officer have immunity, in your opinion?
Immunity?
Immunity.
I don't know the exact case, but I saw something, and it didn't look good to me. It didn't look good to me. Are you talking with the water, right?
Yeah. Well, police unions are not backing this person either.
Okay.
But again,
are they going to be charging the officer? I guess they're charging the officer.
So why should he receive immunity?
Well, he might not. I mean, it depends. It depends on what happens. I'm talking about people that are much different cases than that. We need people to protect ourselves. And by the way, in Chicago, as an example, a few weeks ago, July 4th weekend, they had 117 shootings and 17 deaths. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. We need to have our police officers have the respect and dignity back. In this particular case, I saw something that didn't look good to me. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
So can you get a little more specific back to the immunity question? Who would make those
Well, right now, for the most part, people are protected by their unions, by their police unions, or by their police departments. But I'm saying if I felt, or if a group of people would feel that somebody was being unfairly prosecuted because the person did a good job maybe with crime, or made a mistake, an innocent mistake. There's a big difference between being a bad person and making an innocent mistake. But if somebody made an innocent mistake, I would want to help that person.
What would those exceptions be? What would determine
you
an
go
innocent
after
mistake?
Somebody and it's a very close call and it's very dangerous. And you know, they have, the policeman's life and woman is a very difficult thing because sometimes you have less than a second to make a life and death decision, and sometimes very bad decisions are made. They're not made from an evil standpoint, but they're made from the standpoint of they made a mistake.
Well, I think what we need is justice and accountability in this case. I think what you're seeing is local officials have done a good job of expediting the release of the body cam footage. Charges against this police officer. I think now we're at a place where we need to do some investigations into how this police officer actually got on the police force and some hard questions related to that. So I think that this is a conversation, the way I look at it, it's in the very beginning stages. But at the end of it, I want to do everything I can to partner with local, state, and federal officials. As you know, the DOJ has also opened an investigation in this case. So anything I can be doing to help ensure that there will be justice and accountability for Sonya. Yes, I mean, yeah, we need to be doing more as it relates to police training. I think one of the pieces of legislation I've actually been very focused on in the House is around de-escalation. I think in this case in particular, you could see the need for more and additional de-escalation training. But I think we need to be partnering with law enforcement to make sure that they're getting the skills training that they need. Obviously I don't support things like no-knock warrants, chokeholds. Those are things that were in the George Floyd bill. So I think we need to be doing more, and I'm, very obviously supportive of those efforts.